What's on your mind, Edge? You can be frankly partners.
Partners, yeah, that's exactly what I want to talk to you about. We're supposed to be partners here, right? You know, I'm sitting here working my butt off while you guys just sit on yours.
Well, that's because time is money.
Yeah, your time is our money.
You know, that's another thing. There's no reason in the world why I should take orders from you guys, all right? This is my setup. I'm the one who got this thing started, and I had the seed money.
You know, I can see his point, though, Klaus. We have been remiss.
Carl, when you're right, you're 100% right. Edge, can you forgive us? Take a break.
Yeah. Do you like Chinese food, Edge?
Sometimes.
Yeah. You keep your mouth shut, partner, or you will assume room temperature. Understand?
And after this, no more lying down on the job.
When he shows up, you take your orders from him, understand?
No, not really. Can you draw a diagram there on the chalkboard for me?
In the meantime, keep yourself busy, okay?
Right. What the hell am I doing in this place? Door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? There you go, boy. Darling, you remind me of a blind date I'd rather forget. You smell bad, too, don't you? Poor bugger. Now there's an Irish mug that's bought the farm.
And if I owned a farm, would I be working on this dead-end job?
What the hell?
Finian O'Toole, how are the balls of your feet?
At least they're warm.
I come here for the espresso.
How can a man work with all this
The
racket?
coffee's better.
Be careful up there, Fred.
Espresso.
I'm okay, Angela. I'm as agile as I ever was.
I meant the sign. It looks crooked.
Side's not crooked. Oh,
He's as agile as ever.
yeah, and I'll prove that later.
Oh, come down and I'll kiss it.
Oh, it sounds nice, but, you know, one thing would lead to another, and I better put the sign up, huh?
Great cappuccino.
You know, this is less a bakery and more a coffee shop.
That reminds me. I've been thinking we should start baking just a few loaves of Italian bread, huh?
Well, you better stop thinking about that right now. Already 3 generations of Eckerts are spinning in their graves over what's happened here.
You're right, dear. Just come down. Come on.
How's that?
Nice. The sign is good, too.
Hey, Grandma! He's here! Dad's home!
He's here. Put the ladder away. Go ahead. Look at you.
That's my son.
He's back.
I'd have never known this place. Torn out walls, expanded. Dad, it's really changed.
No, not really. It's just something we're experimenting with.
Now, what do you think, really?
Well, I don't know, Ma. It's just kind of different. I mean, the tables and chairs and everything.
Well, the decor is definitely Mom on parade.
Don't tease your mother. How does the place look to you?
I don't know. I'm just getting used to it, you know? It's sort of like running into somebody you haven't seen for a long time and they've changed their hair, grown a beard. It takes a little getting used to.
Angela?
What?
He's saying he hates it.
No, Dad, I'm not. No, really. It's great. It's, different, but it's great.
See, I told you.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there it is. That smell, that smell. That's that smell that I woke up to every morning, you know, Sly. Most kids had alarm clocks. I had pumpernickel.
Hey, where's my nephew Joey? Still parking the car?
No, I think he's probably laying rubber. I didn't know that old Buick of yours would fly.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Joey, give me the keys. And don't be racing my car.
All right, what did I do?
Billy, you're as thin as a rail. You must be starving. Those hospital meals.
Don't put it down, Ma. Where else can you get frozen convenience store food for exorbitant restaurant prices?
Let me make you something. Your old favorite?
You remember what it is?
Ha! Bratwurst and sauerkraut?
I don't remember eggplant parmesan. Fresh this morning. And bite your tongue.
Fred, I love bratwurst and sauerkraut.
Hey, now, here's an Italian after my own heart. Come on, help yourself, Joey.
Hey, Dad, what happened to the old number board? I used to love to pull the chain and hear the bell ring.
Oh, yeah, well, look, you know, things change.
They sure do.
Can I take you home from the hospital?
Yeah, look out, here's the crusher. Hey, Bumpa, you think you got a cookie or something for the world champion wrestler of the
do
world?
I? Hey, Sly, come on right over here. Help yourself, anything you want. You know why?
'Cause your family owns the bakery. Some things never change, huh?
Right.
Oh, it's good to be home. This is all I need. Peace, quiet, and one of these. Maybe two.
Well, the quiet's what I like about this place. In fact, I've never been in charge of so many people and had so few complaints.
Now, listen, the deceased, now, you don't do the actual embalming, do you?
Stuff the stiffs? No way. Morticians come in when necessary. We're strictly here in a caretaker's role. Oh, or maybe to hold their hands, as it were.
Though not literally.
Oh, you're very quick. Well, I like that, Mac. Why don't you grab yourself a cup of coffee?
Thanks.
Mac what, by the way?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Any relation to our esteemed commissioner?
His only brother.
Ah. What put you in here?
Striking an officer. Not to mention the esteemed commissioner himself. Lewis arrested me.
Lewis. Now, there's an idiot in search of a village.
Listen, Finian, you wouldn't have something with a little bite to slip into this, would you?
Oh, I'm sorry, no. Hey, 14th birthday this year.
Oh, sorry.
No, don't be. God allocates a certain amount of alcohol to every individual. I just happened to drink mine up all at once.
Coffee's fine, then.
You know, those clothes won't do down here. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking everybody's position on this. Maybe I can help you out a little bit.
Finian's haberdashery?
Well, you see, a lot of them come down here dressed in brand new clothes. And as for the others, they wear their very best. It seems like a terrible waste. I can't imagine having the worms pausing and looking to see how their dinner is attired. They said, you know, I won't eat that. It's not wearing a tie. Let's see. I think this thing might be good for you. Let's check out some of this. I'll bet these are good. Huh? This looks like a good piece for you here. All right.
Thanks.
Now we can get back to the old grind. Now that you're suitably turned out, we can get to our only responsibility of the day.
And what's that?
New arrival. Arrived fresh this morning. Put him in number 10. But first we have to make sure that he has his admission filled out.
That's a toe tag?
And that's a fountain pen. I'll have a quiz on this stuff later on in the day. All right, now let's see. You write. I know it would be traditional, We'll call him John Doe.
John Doe. No identification on him?
Not a bit. This is a fellow from that harbor incident.
No, don't tell me that.
Apparently so. Well, we don't have much to worry about how. The point is, they won't be making any dinner for him tonight.
In other words, darling, kiss me.
In other words, oh, I love you.
Now, why don't you stretch out on my nice new sofa?
What, miss my one chance in life to sit in Dad's chair? No way, Ma.
That old thing. I cannot get rid of it. As soon as he sees a Salvation Army truck just coming down the street, he sprints for that. Sit up.
Oh.
Here's your food.
Well, what am I, the designated diner?
Be quiet and eat. Look at that face. Not one of my children look Italian.
Well, it's not from the lack of garlic in our diet, I can tell you that.
Well, you used to love it.
I still do. It's a joke.
Oh, I didn't get it. So, how's your brother, my little Mario?
Mario's a big man in Portland, Ma. Foreman of the cannery now. Drives a 280Z.
Really? Well, I'm so thankful that Mario's out of the reserves. So many of my friends' boys have had to go to the Middle East. Thank God Mario is safe in my beautiful Portland. How is my hometown? Tell me.
Oh, it's just like you remember it. Bleak, rainy, cold, miserable.
I'm going to put one up on your
Hey,
ear.
wait. These are jokes,
These
Ma.
are jokes, okay.
These are jokes. You know I love that city.
Good. Now, how's Nancy?
What, do you want me to lose my appetite?
No, I just want to know.
Ma, maybe I'm just not the marrying kind.
Where did you get such nonsense?
Well, I know I'll never have what you and Dad have.
Me and that big galoot? I guess we fooled you, too.
Married 30-some years. That's a long haul.
Well, don't worry. Someday you'll find a nice Italian girl who loves family.
Ma, you've been telling me that since I was 5.
Well,
And I'm not a little kid.
no.
I'm a big kid.
Well, your kid loves your old room.
Does he?
Yeah.
We'll give it to him.
We're setting you up in the spare room down here.
Ah.
I will show you to your quarters as soon as you finish your food.
Well, after I finish this, I better sleep here.
Good. Relax. Mwah.
La, 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 la.
Da, 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 da. What do you think? And look, I saved everything.
You sure did. What are you saving all this stuff for?
Maybe for Sly. Oh, Billy, how we missed you. Come. Come on. How are you?
Ma.
No, please.
Ma, I'm fine.
Tell me really.
I'm fine.
Before, when I asked about Nancy, you didn't want to talk about her. But let's face it, she wasn't the brightest girl in the world.
No, you're right there. But that wasn't the problem. Ma, she didn't want kids. Even after Sly was born, she didn't want to have anything to do with him. You know, I used to get up. I did all the late-night feedings.
And you had to go to work at 5:30 in the morning?
Yeah, well. And then later, you know, I'd come home 7, 8 o'clock at night. She'd be propped up in front of the TV with a vodka stinger. The baby hadn't eaten. She'd say, I've been with that damn kid all day long. You feed him.
My poor Grant.
Look, we all make mistakes. But it's okay. I have no regrets. I love my son.
Oh, Billy.
So, it's finished, you know? I got Sly. She got Portland. I got the better half of the deal.
Oh. All of that is over. I don't want you to worry. You're home now. Here you can heal your rib and your heart. And your soul is Italian.
Grazie, Mama.
Now you lie down and rest. Oh, I have to go back to the shop, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, here are some things we've been waiting for you to look at. The garbage disposal is making a funny noise, and I think the fan belt on the dryer is broke. It won't turn. And the shower in our bath is dripping. When you get a chance.
No place like home.
Dr. Outler?
So, does your cousin think you saved his life?
Dr.
Oh,
Outler,
heck.
please contact
That was
the
nothing.
nurse
Let's
for
not even
your-
talk about it. I was lifeguard in high school years ago.
Oh, how old are you?
22. What are you doing on Thursday?
Your admittance record said that you were 20.
Oh, biologically 20, yes, but mentally I'm definitely 22 or 23. You must be interested, or you wouldn't have checked out my admittance form, huh?
On Thursdays, a group of us get together and we entertain in geriatrics.
Oh, you put on a show for the old folks? I'll bring my kazoo. No, I think that's a great idea, and then maybe we can go afterwards and get a bite to eat or something. What do you think?
Excuse me, this is a hospital, not a dating service. And Miss Quintilian, I assume you want to continue your nursing career?
Yes, Dr. Quartermain.
And as for you, young man?
Joseph Mussini. I think we can help each other out here, Dr. Quarterman.
Excuse me?
Well, see, I'm applying for a job here, and I know you know a lot of people, and you could probably help me out, so I thought we could hook up.
Oh, well, what are your credentials? What experience have you had?
You know, it's that old catch-22 logjam. A man needs experience and wants credentials, but he can't get it because he needs experience and credentials for that.
Yes, well, why don't you just fill out an application with personnel, okay?
I've already done that, and they say there's no immediate openings, so that's why I wanted to talk to you. I thought you could help me out.
Well, I have a feeling they'll probably call you when there is an immediate opening. In the meantime, why don't you find where you came in and go on out, okay?
Dr. Masodi to emergency staff. Dr. Masodi to emergency staff.
Same old lump.
A little nostalgic?
No, just a bedroom.
Sorry, I was busy earlier in Mr. Homecoming.
Sink any ships today?
No, actually, I went to the ELQ plant. A friend of mine told me that they're looking for an engineer/machinist.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I just figured since I worked at the cannery, I'd put in a good word for you.
Thanks.
The guy you're supposed to talk to is named Bangert, Ed Bangert.
Okay.
Come on, Billy, look, the ship rammed the pier. What can I do? All right, these things happen.
You'd do it again, wouldn't you?
Okay. Yeah, I would take any reasonable measures to prevent hazardous chemicals from coming into Port Charles? Yeah.
Why do you want to wage war on your employers?
We are against all enterprises that want to pollute, abuse, and destroy the environment. Look what's happening in the Persian Gulf. You want the same thing to happen here in Port Charles, where your son is growing
Look,
up?
don't talk to me about politics. Don't talk to me about my son. And don't talk to me about my work. In fact, don't talk to me at all, Jennifer.
Oh, well, this is some gratitude. This is the thanks I get for trying to help you get a job? Well, that's just fine, Bill. But don't slam me because I happen to have some passion for this planet.
Oh, come on. This is Billy you're talking to, Jennifer.
Yeah, I know.
Passionate environmentalist. I remember when you were a militant transcendentalist. I remember when you sued the university because they wouldn't let you on the football team. I remember when you declared yourself an atheist at Catholic school. What's the next big cause, Jen? Don't slam the door. Oh! 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 Damn.
One custard long john. Enjoy.
You know, all I'm saying is thank God he didn't mention Jenny's name in the newspaper. Only those greenbelts.
It wasn't her fault. She was only rowing by.
You know, all I told those kids when they left the house was, I don't want to see an Eckert on the front page. No damage to my good name.
His good name. What's so good about it?
Angela, you know the Eckerts go back 200 years in German history. Honest, hard-working, no scandal. Everyone always said, Eckerts are the salt of the earth.
No, everyone said, take those Eckerts with a grain of salt. The smartest thing they ever did was to come to America. Mama, you were right. I married beneath me.
Excuse me. I got kind of an unusual request.
Well, that's okay. This is kind of an unusual bakery.
Great. Can you bake this into something,
Why, it's an engagement ring.
Yeah, I thought it'd be kind of fun if she, she was like eating a muffin or something. She bit down and, surprise.
Surprise, and she swallows it, then surprise, a lawsuit?
Of course we can. It's so romantic. You just bring her around, and we'll take care of the rest.
Okay, thanks. I haven't paid for that yet, so just careful.
Well, I hope he didn't steal it.
Well, I think it's cute.
Oh, you think it's cute?
Yes.
Well, not as cute as a girl who married beneath her.
You're right. You're right.
He accused you of sabotage. Well, that's a real loving brother for you.
Yeah, between us is all the warmth Kane had for Abel.
Well, it's lunchtime. Let's knock off.
Wait a minute, you owe me $6.
Let's say I'll treat you to lunch.
Goody. Vinny delicatessen?
Okay, what do you have?
I could go for something hot.
No, we only serve cold cuts. Would you like breast, thigh, or leg?
You're rapidly turning me into a vegetarian.
No, it's chicken. I don't get along with my brother either. He's everything I resent.
A real lowlife?
A priest. Would you bring over the silverware?
Absolutely.
He's one of those sanctimonious types, you know. Still living in the pre-John the 23rd days. A prisoner of the past.
Well, so's mine, brother. In his own way.
Well, we've got diet everything. What's your pleasure?
Whatever. See, my brother's always been just to do the correct thing. Well, bully for him. I mean, I thumb my nose at authority and make no exception for the commissioner.
That's the ticket. I don't take no lip from anyone either. But I have tenure. They can't get rid of me. Would you like a roll?
Thanks.
Of course, they do keep sending me out to the most bizarre outpost they can find in the hope that I'll quit, but not Finian O'Toole. I say, in life, you make the best out of the hand you've been dealt.
That's exactly what I intend to do, mate.
Good for you. I wouldn't eat that.
You're right. I'm gonna get something to drink, I think. That's what we got here.
Bill, stop that. You're supposed to be resting.
Ah, Mom, all rested. Let me help.
Your first day home? No. He hasn't had any dessert. Some bun cake. He needs a treat.
One bun cake coming up.
Now stop.
Hey, Joe! And a coffee and a Bismarck. Bill, here's one of our regulars, Sheriff Mulgrew.
Well, Sheriff, you look like a regular.
This your boy, Bill?
That's him.
You Bill Eckert?
Yes, that's me.
Here's a subpoena to appear before the Maritime Commission.
Joe, how could you do this? What could be worse?
Try. I got one for Jenny, too. I guess I can find her at the ELQ cannery. Hold that Bismarck.
You had to ask.
Yeah, hold the bun cake, too. I got my treat.
Well, somebody wants to see you at the hospital, Mr. Doe. Though for the life of me, I don't know what the hospital can do for you.
Not for the life of him, either.
I am missing a body.
Would you like to take mine?
I'm Dr. Quartermain. I've spent the last 2 hours with an irate funeral director, not to mention a very upset family, looking for him.
Oh, I could imagine so, which brings to mind that old saying, dead but gone.
Apparently, some idiot named O'Toole brought him down here instead of sending him to the morgue at the hospital. Now, where is he?
The idiot or the body?
Both.
Mr. O'Toole is unreachable at the present time, but rest assured I'll give him a stern reprimand. I believe that this is the missing person that you're looking for. This is the Mr. Doe from the harbor incident.
It isn't Mr. Doe. This happens to be Steve Basil, age 87, who died of a cardiac arrest. And by the way, there were no fatalities in the ELQ incident.
Well, amen to that.
Now, if I had my way, I would see that O'Toole was fired. Unfortunately, he can't be. He's a civil servant.
Amen to that as well.
Excuse me?
I said I'm going to give him hell. And you, don't just stand there gawping. Take Mr. Basil over to the hospital.
My pleasure.
Fatalities. Job well done.
He was in a bit of a scuffle the other day. I believe he received a shot to the head. Could I get you something cold to drink?
What?
Something cold to drink.
Oh.
Cool you down.
Hey, where you off to?
Oh, I got a follow-up exam at the hospital. You know, got to make sure I'm in ship shape before they throw me in the brig.
Well, you know, the family's behind you, the whole family.
Yeah, the Eckert family. Seems in this town we're known as radical environmentalists, maritime saboteurs, and bigots.
Bigots? What are you saying?
Dad, look. This whole thing about the Spencers. Now,
hold it. Sit down, sit down. You know, Tim Spencer married my sister Lena.
Yeah, and she died of pneumonia, right?
No. That's not what killed her. He did. He made life hell for her. He drank, he rarely worked. What money I gave her, he took.
Why didn't she leave him?
She wouldn't. She was being slowly destroyed right in front of my eyes. There was nothing I could do. Well, finally one day, I went over there. I was going to convince her to leave him. He came home. He threw me out. It was a terrible scene. Lena was crying. She was trying to keep us apart. There's nothing I could do. I should have dragged her right out of there right then. Well, she took ill. Shortly after that, he skipped town. She lived for less than 6 weeks.
Well, what about the kids? You know, we've never talked about our cousins.
Yeah, well, I've kept my distance from them. Yeah, the aunt, Ruby, was a madam in Florida. The daughter worked for her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The son, Luke, well, he ran with the mob. Yeah, well, you lie down with dogs, you get up with fleas.
I'm hearing this for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the last time we'll talk about it. Now, I'll never forgive the Spencers for what happened to Lena. And I don't want you to have any truck with them.
Hold it, Dad. Look, the kids were not responsible for what happened.
Listen, you're here. You're under my roof. These are my rules, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I don't want to hear that name mentioned ever again. All right?
All right, Dad.
All right. Now, I got to get my restaurant orders ready.
Whoa. Boy, did he kick your butt.
Hey, excuse me. I'm looking for a Helmut Braun's room. Can you give me the room number?
Oh, I'm sorry we don't give those out. The switchboard will call him if you ask, but I wouldn't bother. I saw him leave about half an hour ago.
Damn. I was going to give him a surprise, too.
Mm.
Look, could you do me a favor and not mention me coming by here? I still want to keep it a surprise.
Sure, I won't.
Thanks. Virginia. Thank you.
Oh.
You know, you're a very beautiful girl. No, I'm not handing you a line here. That's my job, to find people. I'm a director.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever had any acting lessons?
No, but in high school, I was in a production of My Fair Lady.
Oh, yeah? What, Eliza Doolittle?
No, fourth parlor maid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, Helmut and I, we're going to be doing a commercial. We've been looking for talent all week, and we can't find anything yet, but I really think you'd be perfect for it, if you'd be interested.
Well, sure, I'd love it.
Great. Well, maybe when he comes back, we can bring you up to his room, and we'll test you there.
Great.
You know where to go?
Oh, sure, 1604.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Virginia. Don't change, okay?
No. Thanks.
Well, again, I am truly sorry about the late Mr. Basil being misplaced, but fortunately it all worked out.
Yes. Thank you for clearing it up. Except I can't understand one thing.
Which is?
We found him in his underwear, but his wife swears he had on a brand new blue suit.
Oh, well, that is odd.
Well, goodbye.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at they hired you as a hat rack, huh?
No, and I'm not leaving here until you help me out. Standing on my hands dramatizes my determination.
Your hard-headedness, will you get down? And don't kill yourself. Thank you.
Dr. Quartermain, I've had a near-death experience. I was thrown from a ship in freezing water, where I swam, clinging desperately to the near-lifeless form of my cousin, and through it all I thought one thing.
That Clint Eastwood would play you in the movie?
No, that if God let me live, that I would dedicate my life to mankind. He did, I lived, and I am here.
Well, go to housekeeping on 2. Someone just went off on a pregnancy leave. Talk to them.
Yeah!
Oh, wait a minute. There's a hospital. Come on, just go up there.
Yes!
No, shh.
Thank you!
Don't mention my name. You're on your own.
Lady paratiti la ram baratam parati paratira la
Time.
Any trouble with your passenger?
Not a peep.
Uh-huh.
Those the keys of your house? You're going to give yourself a hernia lugging them about.
Well, these are keys from the places I've worked. This is from a 2-year stint as a janitor. Me, a janitor. I never had my head over more bowls when I was drinking.
Oh, another job that went down the toilet, huh?
That was right after I left the parking ticket division. It seems that citations for everyone with an Irish surname curiously disappeared from the computer.
Some computer virus, no doubt, huh?
Anyhow, with these I can open up any government office in Port Charles, bar none. It's quite a heavy responsibility.
You're telling me that the mayor? The policewoman's locker room?
The high office of the police commissioner? You have a look of a man with an eye on the main chance.
It's no wonder they put you in the morgue.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's you.
Oh, you?
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. I wasn't looking where I was going. Actually, I'm very glad I bumped into you. My dad and I were talking about you earlier. Bobby, wait, please. He explained everything to me.
Well, good. Now you know all the sort of details.
He loved his sister very much.
What do you mean, his sister? She was my mother. I had some emotional investment in her, too.
Look, Bobby, that's my father. You know, not me. I'm your cousin. You're my nurse. Couldn't we be friends?
I don't think so. I'm beginning to get a conditioned response to the Eckert name.
Conditions change.
Two cappuccinos, and we have some very nice cupcakes on special.
Well, that just sounds great.
None for me, thank you.
It's okay. All of the calories have been removed.
Oh, yeah, right. I'd be a real porker if I ate this thing.
Well, better a live pig than a dead duck. See that big guy behind the counter? He made these. And when his desserts come back unfinished, he has a cow. Eat.
If he gets that upset.
Eat!
It's so romantic.
Perhaps you could have chipped a tooth.
Barney, how are you, Barney?
O'Toole, you still working the tax records?
That was 3 jobs ago. Now I know where the bodies are buried. How's your sciatica?
Oh, it's fine.
You're looking good. Looking good. Looking good!
See that you remember it.
Hey, feet off the bed. Time for dinner. Where'd you get the TV?
Well, I'll eat later. I'm watching it. Besides, Grandma said she'd bring dinner up here any time.
Oh, she did, huh?
This place is gonna be, pretty sweet. Except for one thing.
Yeah, what's that?
That's peanut on you, Chief.
Oh, look, don't worry about it. Haven't I always told you tell the truth, you have no problems?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that works for dads, too. I hope. Yeah. Well, come on, anyway. It's time for dinner, and Bumpa likes to eat sharply at 6:30.
Oh, did your dad tell you to come and get me? Yes, sir. No, Dad. Aye, sir. What moves? Classic.
Oh, yeah? You like those moves, huh? How about these moves? Oh, this is classic, too. Oh, you're going to put me back in the hospital. I'm your father. I'll have a little respect here.
Holy water.
ought to be a walk around here somewhere.
Believe that you did. Very good, Mac, old boy.
Man, what have we here? That's a puzzle box. How'd that go? I push down here and pull this. Okay. Well, well, well. Cheers, Robert.